read situations for themselves and make decisions.
And that's all you want as a player.
That's it.
Well, he pushes players to be the best they can be, and you know, he's from New York. He's from the kin of NYC.
No doubt.
He's a no-nonsense guy.
Yeah. Are you a no-nonsense guy?
No, I'm from Jersey. I'm something else.
I know. What
are
are you?
from
Know
Jersey?
what?
I'm a brick city man. Get it? Free throw line, shoot bricks.
Yeah, I know that. I was going to say that.
Oh, you know that, huh?
Yeah. So if you're not a no-nonsense guy, are you an all-nonsense guy?
No.
Are you a some-nonsense guy?
I'm a never-nonsense guy. You're giving me nonsense now.
Yeah, I am.
Stop it.
I'm giving you all nonsense.
Stop it before I smack Ken.
I was all nonsense.
don't.
I was all nonsense first team. Let's go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
This here mine. This here mine. That's it right there. This here mine. What are you doing? I'm working on my signature dance. Everybody got signature dance when they get hot.
Okay. Y'all work that out.
Young.
I got practice.
Baby, come on, sit.
Yo, Denver, just let it flow, man. Like whatever happens spontaneously on the court, let that be it.
Man, I'm gonna be ready for mine. Watch, Prez. When coach calls me out there, I'm gonna have my shot down. I'm gonna have my dance down.
All right, let's see it.
Everybody
Let's see
go. Cause this right here, this is me pointing like this here mine. Ready? This here mine. This here mine. Everybody can do it. This here mine. Where the rap is at? This here mine. I'm gonna call Drake. Someone get Drake on the phone. This here mine. Hey, that's right there. That's the one. That's the way you shoot it.
We are live in Denver, Colorado, the hometown for the Nuggets for an Eastern versus Western Conference matchup right here. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The Bulls are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. You love to get the ball rolling early in the season. That's what they've done.
And you know, for the Bulls, of all the storylines this young season, their success may be the most surprising. This was not a team that was expected to make this much of a splash.
There were some glimmers they'd be an improved team this season, but even so, I thought that improvement would come in small steps. Instead, one giant step for mankind. Lots of giant leaps forward for the ball club.
And as we've got a few moments here before the tip, let's go to the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to speak with Mike Malone. Dave, what'd you find out?
Well, guys, when I asked him what impressed him the most about today's opponent, he immediately referred to the explosiveness on their offense. He said they have so many different ways to hurt you that it's impossible to take away everything. It's just about damage control. And he acknowledged they've got a big job to do defensively. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. What a matchup, Brent, we've got in the backcourt. When great guards match up like this, obviously they must try to one-up each other. It's a personal challenge.
Well, this is still a street game, Kevin. And so mano a mano, when somebody goes at you, you kind of want to get the ball back right away and go at a guy. And I think an interesting part about the game of basketball is that the best revenge you can have against your opponent is stay true to yourself. How many times have you seen players get into trouble by taking on that individual challenge and getting out of the team concept?
Well said. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Robin Lopez. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Portis in at the 4. So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Here's Siva, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. The kick out to Young. Shot clock at 6. Wide open look, and he connects with the jumper.
Just remarkable vision. Young is so talented at spotting the open man.
Rondo with it. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. Lopez a screen. Rondo with it, and Young picks him up defensively. The shot's good from Lopez.
Great job of rising up and drilling that shot over the defense. Big size advantage from mid-range.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, you figured that Dwayne Wade might be a player to finish his career playing for just one team, the Miami Heat. But in the end, things just ended bitterly. Wade had taken less money in the past, so the Heat could win titles. I mean, he was done playing for a discount, and the Bulls, boy, did they step up.
And so he makes both from the line. And with the trade of Derrick Rose and the departure of Pau Gasol, it seemed like the Bulls might look to rebuild and go young. Then they reverse course and get Chicago native Dwayne Wade.
And don't forget the deal for Rajon Rondo. They're taking kind of a blended approach. Not a lot of three-point shooting in that backcourt. So it'll be interesting to see how all these pieces fit together.
Wade gets the bucket.
And the mid-range jump shot is something Dwayne Wade has really perfected throughout his career.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Fareed, left side. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Isn't that a rock and roll band? You need to be up in his jersey. It'd be a bad idea to let him get going and get hot early like that.
And it's blocked. Young outside. In the corner, it's Harris. Butler with the steal. And it's Wade penetrating. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And the return of Wade to his hometown Chicago Bulls, Greg. One of the major stories, certainly, in free agency.
Yeah, I mean, he had bigger offers on the table, but said the only real options for him were Miami or Chicago. And for a Bulls team that seemed on the verge of a rebuild, getting Wade has given them a fighting chance now in the East.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Fareed. Soft touch off the glass. Fareed's got his second basket of the night.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Yep, that one goes.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend, because they just handed him 2 points.
That they did, and he's the one guy on D you can't leave alone, or he's going to get to the bucket over and over. Just torched him there.
That one drops for him. Rondo's got his first 2 points of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Siva, and it's sent back by Lopez. Harris against Wade. Snatched away. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Siva. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
I don't know if he just lost sight of the lines on the floor, but he seemed perfectly oblivious to where he was on the court, guys.
The Nuggets trail by 5. And Young kicks to Siva. And some very quick points for him on that possession. The NBA is a league of adjustments, and one adjustment that Prez has made recently is his diet. His trainer has him doing every little thing he can to keep his body in its best condition.
And you'd be surprised just how terrible the diets of a lot of NBA players can be. Stuff like eating nothing but gummy bears or drinking soda all the time. They work off the calories, but that isn't helping them stay fit physically or mentally.
Well, this team is just full of camaraderie, and it goes beyond orange juice and the starters. Prez and Denver Levins are also very tightly knit.
It says a lot about Prez to put his trust in a guy like Levins, who only plays spot minutes. But on this roster, there is no pecking order. Everyone is cool with everyone else, it seems.
Harris kicks to Young. To the wing on the left. Here's Siva, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The play of orange juice just hasn't been the talk of the team. It's been the engine as well. The whole team, the entire team playing better. The new duo on the floor.
And I think in part it's because of all the attention defenders have to spend on both Prez and Young. Orange juice has a gravity when they are on the floor where defenders just get pulled towards them.
The first one falls. Brent,
just crashed
just
these
how
boards.
long do you give yourself as a team
Hey,
before
get
you
back.
start planning
Get
ahead,
back on D,
looking
all right?
to
Yep.
next year?
Well, I think general managers, or at least
the
the
locks
smart
on.
ones, Kevin, are always doing
Always
that.
looking.
And not just next year. They're looking to 2 or 3 seasons from now, setting themselves up with cap space, player room, and player movement. Even trades enter the picture. So it's an ongoing process. But for a basketball team, your focus is the next game.
Now, here's Wade. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And he also was really tenacious about attacking the D and creating wide open shots for his other guys. That's why his teammates love him.
Good score there coming from some smart passing by Orange Juice.
And Prez knew what Young was thinking, and boy, was the setup perfect.
Outside Rondo. To the inside. Here's Portis. It's not going to go for him. And it's Denver the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
Yeah, that really was the difference. When it came down to crunch time, there was just no let-up. They made sure to finish strong and not allow any chance for the opponent to come back. They brought the double team to force the ball out of his hands, but failed to rotate off the pass.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Butler. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over. The top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation. And when you talk about what a two-way player is in the NBA, Jimmy Butler epitomizes that. I mean, he can carry a team on offense in so many ways. You know, he came up more so as a defender and has continued to wear that role with pride. And I think that's one reason why, if you're a Bulls fan moving forward, you have to feel good knowing that he's one of the cornerstones of your franchise.
It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Hustle up. Let's figure this out now. Let's go. Listen up. We've got to make some adjustments on offense out there. All right, I want us taking advantage of this offensive mismatch and playing through our man right now, okay? Everything starts with him. So force the defense to collapse, and then make the best decisions you can. Here we go. Let's get some buckets now.
Of the floor. And you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, I agree. A good timeout here if that's the case. No reason to waste precious seconds to get together.
Now at the various locations of the shots taken so far.
Well, you have to think that he is going to look to go to the rim a little more often going forward, because the three ball just hasn't been there. Sometimes it seems he's not getting his feet set or rushing his shooting motion, but either way, it just ain't falling.
For Denver, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And Fareed kicks to Harris. Denver passing it around. They double him with Butler. Young in the corner. Fires from the wing. Denver gets it back. To the inside. Great alley-oop jam there. What a connection from Orange Juice.
A great pass and a great finish. You have to love how these guys work off one another.
At the top of the key, Lopez. Wade kicks to Rondo. They set the pick to the paint. Got a piece of it. Jokic with the steal. Here's Siva. He's covered by Rondo. They double him with Butler. Down low, Young with the pass, and Prez with the finish. Nice play.
And you know Prez will finish that play. And more importantly, Young knows that Prez will finish that. Nice score from Orange Juice.
Got a piece of it. Here's Siva, and a look at Prez there, just punishing the rim.
Oh, and you love the ferocity that Prez finished that play off with. No layups for the big fella.
Now Rondo. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Here's Siva, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
A different look for Denver. Nurkic checked in for Jokic. Gallinari comes in for Fareed, and Barton subbed in for Harris. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Taj Gibson's checked in for Lopez. Mirotic comes in for Bobby Portis. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Cannon in for Rajon Rondo. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. The Bulls in second.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Here's Mirotic.
It's a stellar effort from Gallinari there, really contesting.
Mirotic's shot is off. Barton kicks to Gallinari. The pass to Siva. The dish now to Young. Feeds it to Siva. Knocked away. McDermott with the steal. Inside, Young with the steal. Inside, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
Maybe carried out from morning shoot-around to the game, completely focused, confident, no better way to start off the night.
Now, here's Butler. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. Here's Gibson. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. The Nuggets leading by 10.
Still believe that the Nuggets play their best when the ball is moving around. They rely on ball movement to create shots and open up opportunities. They don't have a lot of great isolation players. But you have to give a ton of credit to the defense for arriving just in time and altering that shot away from the basket.
And again, no good by Chicago.
Fantastic team defensive effort there. They made him uncomfortable taking that inside look, and it showed in the release.
And we're seeing less post play now than we have in the past, but big men, Brent, who know when and where to cut to the rim, are still finding plenty of opportunities to score.
Well, I think about a guy like Ed Davis in Portland, who's a great slasher.
Good example.
Long arms, in the right spot at the right time, and cleaning up misses from perimeter players who are coming in and trying attempts around the basket. The idea, Kevin, is simply this. If you play with a guy with a back to the basket and he's not drawing double teams, what he's doing for you is getting in the way. And so coaches have moved off the post-up game in the league.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Denver. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And you can't say enough about Young. I mean, he relishes every minute he's out there on the court.
Cannon kicks to Butler. Looking to end the drought. Rebound by Nurkic. The Nuggets leading by 12. Martin with it. Butler covering. And here's Young from the arc. Mirotic grabs the miss.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
Great effort to go out and challenge that shot. Hard to stay cool under that kind of pressure.
Cannon can't hit. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Young passes to Chandler. Gallinari dishes to Young. Denver passing it around. Chandler, no good.
I'm shocked.
Different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Kenneth Faried comes in for Gallinari. And it's the general in for Wilson Chandler. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Lopez, he's checked in for Gibson. Bobby Portis comes in for McDermott. Wade, he's checked in for Butler. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Cannon. So for Chicago right now, we've got Nikola Mirotic, Robin Lopez out there with Portis. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Wade in at the shooting guard. Here's Siva. He's got 18 to the middle. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Jokic. Averaging 13 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Bulls trail by 7. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, we know Jimmy Butler made a big bet on himself back in 2014. He turned down the Bulls' 4-year, $44 million contract extension offer. It paid off. After a breakthrough season, he signed a new contract, a max deal for 5 years and $95 million. He said of his decision, "I was nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. Everything I put myself through, I knew what I was capable of."
He's come a long way, David. Thank you. Rondo kicks to Portis. Looking to end the run. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And it's 13 points for Dwayne Wade.
Well, as soon as he gets it there, it's going up. He's on fire right now.
Faried outside to the left wing. Here's Siva. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And they continue to control the glass.
Bulls trail by 9. And here's Rondo. Mirotic passes to Rondo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the general.
I approve that
That'll
steal.
be his second foul of the game.
Presidential
And
pardon.
the next one puts him in the bonus.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. And it's Wade in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Siva, covered by Mirotic. And it falls over the rim and in. And it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
Really, that's the kind of shot Faried should be looking for all the time. His team is comfortable with him taking those kind of looks.
Here's Portis. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Portis has got his first bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the inside. Here's Faried. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Hard to believe that Kenneth Faried was taken 22nd in the draft class of 2011. And he's been a solid player ever since he came into the NBA.
Another one of those players, Kevin, you could classify as just because of his size he was overlooked, but his ability to muscle in and really outwork everybody makes up for that lack of size. Not your prototypical power forward, but he can hold his own.
And one thing about Faried is that even though his numbers have mostly leveled off in his career, his impact, Brent, on the floor is always greater than it shows on the stat sheet.
He's a good example of a guy who doesn't show up in the box score because of what the energy and pressure bring to the game. His ability to come up with huge dunks, huge rebounds, big hustle plays, take a charge, that impacts the positivity of the Denver Nuggets.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Lopez with the steal. Wade with it, out guarded by Barton. Mirotic has a wide open look, sinks the triple.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
The Nuggets leading by 7. And Young kicks to Siva. It's stolen by Rondo. Fires from the line. The offensive rebound. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And it's a result of the defense not doing its job in the low post, boxing out and preventing second chance points.
Murray's checked in for Barton. Here's Siva, 18 points for him. Wade brings the double team.
You two players.
Denver with the ball. Bulls trail by 4. Now here's Rondo. Lopez outside. Pass to Wade. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Butler, he's checked in for Mirotic. Three-pointer, Butler, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. To the paint. Lopez with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. A shot by Butler, nobody around. Chance there to take the lead, missing. Young dishes to Fareed. Back to Young. Shot off the pick. Some solid defense from Butler.
He is struggling mightily, but his teammates in this one have picked him up.
To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Butler's got 13.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Siva, and yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. That free throw, no good. All these days, teams have really gone away from offensive rebounding, transition defense, such an imperative.
Well, I think Greg Popovich started it off in San Antonio, and then Doc Rivers adopted it in Boston for many years, because the numbers will tell you the percentage chances of grabbing an offensive rebound for your basketball team are not very good. And if you take those kind of risks, calculated as they might be, it's a disadvantage for you to get back in transition and set up your defense. So a lot more teams adopting the 4 back and 1 take a chance at the offensive rebound mentality.
Part of that analytics contribution we're talking about before. Things like that point those things out to the play.
Yeah, and the numbers aren't lying.
Right, exactly. Outside Gibson. 1:41 left in the first half. Dishes it to Wade. Good on the baseline, Jay. 15 points in the game.
Well, he is a huge reason why they have this lead.
Here we go. Let's draw it up. Listen up. We've got to make some adjustments on offense out there. Feels like we have a hand in our face every time we shoot the ball. Listen, if the defense is playing you tight, pass the ball. Work it inside. And then trust your teammates to make a play.
Molinari, he's checked in for Denver. And the Bulls making a change also. Cannon's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 3. Young up top, defended by Butler. Molinari passes to Young. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Young's got 9. And with Wade and his strong play, Brent, late in his career, you can still see him being as efficient and as strong on both ends of the floor.
That's one of the things that Dwayne Wade, the question was, as he got a little bit older, was he going to be able to still find significant ways to score? And his back-to-the-basket game reminds me of the classic footwork we saw from Kobe Bryant. Still able to lift and manipulate the defense.
He was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feel.
You can see the focus there. His desire is evident. All hugs and kisses right now.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Kicks it to Murray. Here's Siva. Drains the three-pointer. Siva's got 5 points in the quarter. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Portis. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Cannon kicks to Gibson. Good defensive work there by Young.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
To the inside, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Nuggets lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. A lot of scoring in the first half. What got you going offensively in those 2 quarters?
I mean, Coach tells me to do something and I do it. Simple as that. He wants me to assert myself in offense, so I did. And I don't know, there's nothing more to it, simple as that. So I'm sorry to disappoint you.
You never disappoint when you play that well. See you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Bring it in. We have not won this game yet. Listen, guys, we've got one guy doing all the damage out there.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. And you know the general has been really making it happen, guys.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half. Defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Yeah, right now he's seeking out every gap and he's getting into every single one of them, bringing up some big numbers there.
Siva, he's in at small forward. Harris is out there with Young. Then there's Kenneth Faried. And it's Jokic in at center. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. The topics that always seems to come up when players retire is what's next. Brent, you were a 14-year veteran in the league. How big of a change has it been from retirement to when you played the transition period in between and adapting to it?
Well, I thought about life after basketball for quite some time, and you know, Kevin, from knowing me, that broadcasting was something I was very interested in. So I had the opportunity to talk with a few people after I retired, and I felt like the timing was appropriate and seamless to be able to continue talking about players that I had played with, played against, coaches that I played with, coaches that I played against, and continue to pass along at least some of the knowledge and maybe some of the perspective that I've had throughout the course of 14 long, celebrated years in the game.
Fun years. Any thoughts to coaching?
Yeah, some thoughts to coaching eventually. When my boys get a little bit older, I'll coach somebody else's kids. Right now, I'll coach my own.
You'd be terrific. Bulls trail by 4. Outside Rondo. Lopez a screen. Butler with the ball. This one for 3. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Always pushing the action offensively. He puts so much pressure on the defense.
In the corner, it's Harris. Rondo on the double team. Siva kicks to Young from deep, and Young just drilling the 3 there. Nice look.
And that's the shot that's dropping for Young when he is playing with confidence.
Back to Rondo. Lopez sets a screen for Rondo. 3-pointer, Butler, good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half offensively. They've been great.
to the right side. Wade brings the double team. Siva dishes to Harris. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
And you could tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Well, he had a jump on it, had a chance to make the play, just could not steal the deal.
Rondo with the steal. Poked loose. Jumps up, rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's just all energy. Young, really a pest on defense with his quick instincts.
And Chicago has possession. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And we're able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
Yeah, and they certainly did that. What they lacked in offense, they more than made up with defensively. It wasn't pretty, but it was a win all the same.
Come on, so the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
You know, Greg, when Jimmy Butler is out there, you have to be aware of just how explosive a player he can be. When he turns it on and gets in that groove and feels the rhythm, he can completely take over a game with his scoring.
And Kevin, I'm sure you remember that 53-point outburst he had last season. Butler has games where he has everything that kind of just falls into place, and he gets his score. scores in so many ways, but usually when he goes off, it's because he's getting to the free throw line.
Always a steady hand there at the free throw line.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Pass to Siva. Rondo on the double team. Young. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And Young is comfortable operating inside. When he gets that close to the hoop, the D has no chance.
Now here's Lopez. He's got 8. Here's Wade. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And really, you got to commend the Bulls for the success they've had in the draft. You look at that roster, you see a ton of big-minute players who were drafted by the Bulls. They've done a great job of finding players to fill roles within that team.
Mirotic is checked in for Bobby Portis.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
And with the Bulls and their draft success, a lot of it has come with picks, Greg, later on in the draft.
Yeah, the last lottery pick the Bulls had was Derrick Rose. Not a bad one there. But since then, they've drafted or made trades on draft day to find a ton of rotation players. Give a lot of credit to their scouting department for their continued success.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, the Nuggets are in a position right now where they're mining for gold with their youth. They've made sure to keep their picks most seasons, and it's paid off. Found great value at different times in the first round of the NBA draft.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it was controversial in Chicago, but the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg to replace Tom Thibodeau. Hoiberg played for a decade in the NBA, and at Iowa State, he was the fastest coach in school history to reach 100 wins. In Chicago, guys, it seems he's loosened the reins a bit, giving the players a little more leeway to shoot with confidence and air it out offensively.
The players have responded. Thanks, David. And Young kicks to Siva, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And with the Nuggets, certainly Moutier is the first name you notice, but Brent, getting a player like Jokic in the second round was huge.
That's what this franchise and others that have struggled to make the playoffs consistently are always looking for is a late gem in the second round, and they got it in Jokic. Well, the Nuggets have some interesting ways to go with their roster right now, but they're taking the right approach, in my opinion, and developing some very interesting young potential.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Now Rondo. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Butler. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 8th assist here tonight. Down low. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And here we can check out the breakdown of rebounds tonight between the front court and the back court for the Nuggets.
And their big men are getting the bigger percentage of these boards. You know, you expect that, and they'll need them to continue to patrol the paint and clean up the mess if they're going to win this game.
And the first one at the line is good for the Nuggets. Will Barton comes in for the General, and Levens is subbed in for Young. Both good from the line that time.
Not your typical big man free throws there. He's lights out.
Bulls trail by 3. Here's Rondo. And it's Mirotic at the elbow. Fades. Rebound by the Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead early. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Very difficult to imagine it'll be much different this season. These teams still appear to be very closely matched, each with talent to be competitive, but not necessarily elite.
And here is Butler after Gallinari made the last three-pointer. Fires from 18. Butler, no good.
And really no excuse for him missing that one, guys. He has to knock that shot down.
Barton kicks to Jokic. Barton passes to Harris. He feeds it to Gallinari. Jokic with a screen on Mirotic. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And it's an 8-point Nugget lead. To halt the run, here's Gibson. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, this is familiar territory for him, scoring off the second chance opportunity.
Barton kicks to Jokic. Chicago grabs the miss. Gibson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Butler in the corner. Outside Rondo. There's a good screen. Looking to end his cold spell. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Mirotic. Levens kicks to Barton. Gallinari up top. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And Denver again with the bucket.
Gallinari's so hard to guard from the mid-range area because of his quick first step to the hoop, but you can't play too far off him or he'll do just that, burn you with the J.
Now here's Rondo. Outside Gibson. Wants to get it to Butler and does. He gets that one. Butler's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Just dirty work on the offensive boards there. Rips it down and then tops it off with a strong putback.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Lopez, he's checked in for Gibson. Bobby Portis comes in for Mirotic. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Cannon in for Rajon Rondo.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Cannon. Butler with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Now here's Lopez. He's guarded closely.
I have no clue what happened with the defense there, but they should be thanking their lucky stars that somehow he bricked that golden opportunity.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's just great basketball. Young is extraordinary at distributing the rock to his teammate.
Cannon dishes to Butler. Tries it from 19, and it's Chicago scoring again. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Denver on top, up by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Bulls trail. by 3. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Butler and McDermott are out on the perimeter. Portis is out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Cannon in at the 1. Denver shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. McDermott with the steal. He's got a clear path. Butler passes to Cannon. Here's Portis. Back to Cannon. Shot clock at 6. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. Murray kicks to Young. Hits it from three-point range. Young's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nuggets.
And really, Young is never going to pass up a catch-and-shoot opportunity. He's remarkably efficient with those kinds of shots.
Here's Cannon. Lopez outside. He kicks to Butler. He dishes it to McDermott. Here's Portis. A shot missing. Chandler with the defensive effort.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
And so here is Chicago. McDermott, no one around him, hits the three-point bomb.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
And Prez looking very calm as he drills that three-pointer.
And he has the confidence to take that shot when he wants. Nice finish to get his team 3 points.
And that's 5. One more, and he'll be disqualified. Got to be more careful.
Gary Harris, he's checked in for Murray. And a change for the Bulls. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Bobby Portis. Here's Cannon. And again, Chicago. No good.
Oh, man, this game would shift drastically if he was on tonight and making those shots that we normally see him hit.
To the paint. It's deflected. Lopez with the steal. Stolen by Fareed. There's the feed to Young. Sheba down there by Prez, and the feed from Young.
Yeah, orange juice making it look easy. You have to love that play from them.
Wade against Harris. Wade dishes to Butler, and they double up Butler. Shot from free throw range. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Wade.
As soon as Wade gets the ball that close to the basket, he's going to take advantage of weak defense and score.
Now, here is Young. Chandler kicks to Ziva. Young passes to Ziva, and stolen by Butler, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on the check. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. It is time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, the General, a man on a mission. He came out torching the Nets and just never cooled down. Obviously, his monster first quarter had a big impact on tonight's outcome. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
He shot efficiently tonight. I mean, wow. Like, some nights when you shoot 50%, guys are jumping around the locker room excited. But 60% to shoot at that level is remarkable.
He was dominant, throwing one haymaker after another, and the crowd absolutely loved it. They were eating it up. It's a love affair between him and this city, especially when he's tearing it up like that. He delivered a beauty tonight.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, spectacular, just great. I mean, see you.
Good night.
Prez, would you speak to the growth of your relationship with Justice? It seems like you two are really coming together right now. Did you expect this, or are you surprised by it?
Oh, of course I expected it, man. I mean, this guy's in the gym every day getting better.
I mean, he's been phenomenal. I mean, let's be honest. He came into the league with so much pressure, expectations, and he's been doing nothing but deliver.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
This question is for both of you. Orange juice. What is that? Where did it come from?
We can't tell you everything.
Yeah, man. It's just kind of like, it's a phrase that we just kind of came up with randomly.
Yeah. Just kind of came out and we use it during certain times. I mean, don't try to analyze it too much. It's just when we're out there having fun, playing a game, and momentum, moving, you know.
Or like when you need, some more energy, and you're tired, you need some OJ.
Yeah.
You like to wake up. It's just something like that. Something that we came up that just stuck.
Right. And it could be anything. But I think it's going to be around for a while.
I think OJ is the new now.
Yeah.
It could be a person, place, or thing. So run with it.
Yeah. So if you're playing, categories or Scrabble or doing a crossword puzzle. Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks.
No more questions? No more? We did?
One, two, three.
What are you doing, man?
Counting.
For what?
Make sure you stick to a routine. I don't want to jinx you or anything.
Look, don't do that, man. I don't believe in superstition.
No superstitions. I just want to make sure you stick to a routine, man. You're killing it right now.
Look, if I believed in that stuff, then what would all the hard work be for? I'll tell you what I believe in. I believe in this shot.
That one?
Not that one. This one.
Look, man. How about this? I'll change it up every day. I want to make sure you stick to no routine. I just want to make sure, you press, baby.
Look, man, just be yourself.
I'm being me, man. Watch, when you go under 50%, you be like, where was Denver? I need Denver to come and help me. See? Where is Denver? I need Denver to help me.
Just rebound the ball, man.
Got you. Brick.